Not much farther down the tunnel, you come to a closed door on your left. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing.
Warning, I swear a lot.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Deathtrap Dungeon. So, our Dungeon Master has been patiently waiting here for us to respond for a couple of weeks, because it's been a while since I played this, but luckily, the developers were smart enough to design it so that when you load your game, he repeats what he said. So you're not just loading in and having no idea what you're doing. Nice feature. I'm going to open the door.
You enter a room which is small and completely empty. As soon as you are inside, the door slams shut behind you.
Really?
Suddenly a voice booms out of nowhere, shouting, "Welcome to Deathtrap Dungeon, the ingenious killer labyrinth of my master. Adventurer, I trust you will pay your respects to my master by shouting out his name."
Yeah, funny enough, I think calling him a worm is probably a poor idea, so I think I'll just do that. Yeah.
You take a deep breath and shout, "Hail Sukumvit!" Once again, the mysterious voice calls out. Only this time its tone is full of contempt and derision.
Shit.
"So, we have a sniveling weed in our midst, do we?"
Oh, fuck you.
Sneers the voice.
You dick. Fuck
"My
off.
master has a special gift for you, loathsome creep."
You're great.
Suddenly, water starts pouring into the room through a hole in the ceiling. It soon rises above your ankles, and there is no apparent way of escape. You wade back to the door. It is firmly locked, but in desperation you try ramming it with your shoulder. We'll see how skillful you really
Not
are.
skill. Why couldn't it be
Remember,
strength or luck?
A roll equal to
I'm gonna
or less
fucking die
than your
again.
skill score means you have been skillful. But a roll higher than your skill could end badly.
I guess Sukumvit didn't make the dungeon, he just found it, didn't he? So, the fuck do I know? Is that...
The door cannot withstand
I
the furious
survived.
battering you are giving it. The center panel cracks and splinters, enabling you to kick a hole in it large enough for you to squeeze through. Soaked, but happy to have survived your ordeal, you set off north again. See a
Hang
thin...
on. Sorry, sir. I'm curious if we, went along what the voice wanted us to say, if he would perhaps reward us. Sure, I survived, and I'm very happy about that, but there might have been a key item that I could only get by saying that Sukumvit's a bitch, so we're going to try that. He's bitch, no one likes him, he wets the bed every night.
You take a deep breath and shout, "Sukumvit is a worm!" Once again, the mysterious voice calls out, only this time, to your great surprise, in a far less threatening tone. "Good. My master likes those who show spirit. Take this gift to help you. It will grant you one wish, but one wish only. Farewell." A gold ring magically appears out of nowhere and lands at your feet with a gentle tinkle.
Tinkle.
You pick it up and put it on one of your fingers.
Ring wish. Wish
The
ring.
door opens and you step back into the tunnel to continue north.
So fucking
The
smart.
tunnel twists and turns, but keeps steadily north. Ahead, you see a thin shaft of blue light streaming down from the ceiling to the floor. It sparkles and shimmers, and you can see images of laughing faces in the light.
Always a good sign. I'm gonna walk around it. Walk around it.
You come to an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. The heavy stone door is closed, but there is an iron latch and a round handle.
I mean, I've just try every door, man. Like, why skip them? Why skip them?
Lifting the latch and pushing the heavy stone door open, you find yourself in a large cabin. The light is dim and murky, but as your eyes begin to adjust, You see that the walls are covered in green algae and running with moisture. The floor is strewn with straw. The atmosphere is warm, damp, and fetid, and a soft humming sound fills the air. You step gingerly through the straw towards a corner of the cabin where there appears to be a shallow pit. Peering warily into the pit, you are disgusted to see a mass of pale, writhing worms.
Lovely.
Some as much as 1/2 meter long. Nauseated, you are about to turn away when you notice that their undulating bodies are swarming around a dagger.
Oh, I want that dagger.
Its point held fast in a crack in the pit floor. The hilt is cased in black leather, studded with opals, and the blade is fashioned from a strange, reddish-black burnished metal you have never seen before. You long to touch the dagger, but this would mean plunging your hand in among the writhing worm.
I mean, nothing's to say that the worms are carnivorous, you know? Like, the only reason I don't want to touch it right now is because it's gross, and indeed it is gross, and I don't think in real life I'd be able to do it, because insects freak me out. But what's the worst that could happen?
Taking a deep breath, you lean over the pit and plunge your forearm into the mass of wriggling worms. They are cold and clammy and feel extremely nasty,
Ugh.
but at least they are harmless, and you are able to seize the dagger by the hilt. You give it a hard tug and it comes away from the crack in which the tip was embedded. Admiring its beauty and wondering whether it might once have belonged to some luckless contestant, you put the opal-studded dagger firmly in your belt and leave the cabin. As you make your way back to the doorway, the buzzing sound increases in intensity.
I was wondering about that.
And you look around desperately to discover where it's coming from. Glancing up in the nick of time, you see a huge and grotesque black shape of a giant fly emerging from a recess high up in the cavern wall. As it gets closer, you realize that it's at least 1.5 meters long. Its opaque wings vibrate, making the sickening buzzing noise you can hear. And its 6 black, hairy legs are poised to grasp your body. Below, its multifaceted eyes is a long, shiny black proboscis, which darts in and out venomously. You have stolen the giant fly's treasure from her brood of maggots, and you must face the consequences.
Fuck the fly.
It's time to test your luck again.
Oh.
Remember, a roll
This could
equal
end
to
very badly.
or less than your luck score means you've been lucky, but a roll higher than your luck could end badly.
Come on, video game. Come on, give it to me. Oh, that's lower than my
The
extreme
giant
luck.
fly swoops down again to try to capture you, but this time you manage to evade its outstretched legs. Stepping back, you draw your sword to prepare to fight the hideous insect as it turns to attack you again.
It's time for combat. It's reasonably skilled. I did not do good. That was not good.
It grabs you with 4 of its legs, climbing quickly and dropping you to the floor, landing heavily.
I'm gonna attack it though. I'm gonna fight it. I'll fight it. I'll fight it. I beat it.
The creature flies at you so close you can't use your weapons. Grabbing it by its legs, you swing around, slamming it into a wall.
Did I just fucking big swing a giant fly? Amazing. I'm such a creative fighter. Fuck.
The fly charges at you and slams into you like a cannonball, hitting your chest and knocking you flat to the floor. Pleased with your victory, you wipe the vile yellow slime from the blade of your sword and walk quickly to the door, back to the tunnel, and head north. The tunnel ends shortly at a junction. Looking left and right, you see a narrow passage disappearing into the dim distance.
So just quickly, I wanted to check something. I can look at my weapons. I can't do anything with them, but I can see what I've got equipped. I've also got my sword, my shield, and an opal-studded dagger. I was hoping the dagger might increase my skill or something, or add an advantage to combat in some way, but I imagine it will come into things during a particular event. Let's just look for our stuff. Got a wooden tube, a goblet, a coil of rope, and a ring of wishes. One of these is not like the others. I also have an emerald. That's nice. Okay, east or west? Fuck, I wasn't listening. Or I was listening, but I then forgot what he said while I looked through my stuff. Let's look at the map. So we've come... Let's see, we come from there. We never went west down there. We could have checked it out back there, but we didn't. I'm going to try east. East seems nice.
You walk down the passage and soon find yourself standing at the edge of a deep, dark pit.
Oh, good.
The passage continues east on the other side of the pit. You think you could probably jump over the pit, but you're not sure. There is a rope hanging down from the ceiling over the center of the pit.
It's going to be a skill check, isn't it? Throw your shield over the pit and jump after it? Jump over the pit carrying all your shit? I guess if I threw the shield, it would be less weight. Let's try throwing the shield.
Just as you're about to release the shield and throw it over the pit, it slips from your fingers and rolls away.
The fuck?
You are unable to catch it before it falls over the edge of the pit, clattering down its sides to the bottom. The loss of your shield reduces your fighting ability, decreasing your skill points by 1.
No, I can't.
Cursing your own clumsiness, you step forward, leap across the pit, and land safely on the other side. You waste no time.
I don't want to be a bitch, but I can't fucking... I won't survive with less skill. I literally cannot survive with less skill. I've already got as low skill as I could have possibly gotten for the start of the game. I can't lose an entire point. I can't lose my fucking shield. Let's try reaching for the rope. If I lose my sword, well, I've got something, don't I?
Gripping the rope firmly, you step back to take a running jump.
It's gonna fucking fall out of the roof, isn't it?
In the dim light, you do not notice that someone has cut the rope almost in two, just a little way above the section you are holding. As you swing out across the pit, it suddenly breaks, and you scream with fear as you plunge headlong to the depths below.
Cool.
You land heavily on your back, but luckily your backpack cushions your fall, only costing you 1 skill point and 2 stamina points.
Well, I'd still
Could
lose...
have been much worse.
I'm just gonna...
The darkness is almost pitch black at the bottom of the pit, and you crawl along the floor, groping in front of you. Suddenly your hand touches something cold, hard and smooth. The object is small and round, but you cannot figure out what it is. You place it in your backpack, hoping to see what it is once you are out of the pit. You continue to crawl forward and soon reach the pit wall. It's too smooth to climb, and you have to cut hand and toe holds in it with your sword. This takes a long time, but finally you climb out of the pit on the east side.
What did I
You
get?
immediately check out the object in your backpack and discover that you have found an orb of blood-red ruby.
Oh.
You are absolutely delighted and head off east in high spirits, whistling softly.
I lost a skill point.
The tunnel makes a sudden left turn and continues north, as far as you can see. You soon arrive at a closed wooden door in the left-hand wall.
Bitch, you know I'm gonna try the door.
The door opens into a large candlelit room filled with incredibly lifelike statues of knights and warriors. A white-haired old man, dressed in tattered rags, jumps out from behind one of the statues and starts to giggle.
Huh.
Though he looks like a fool, the sparkle in his eyes makes you think there is more to him.
Really?
In a high-pitched voice, he says, "Oh, good. Another stone for my garden. I'm glad you have come to join your friends. Now, I'm a fair man, so I'll ask you a question. If you answer correctly, I'll let you go free. But if your answer is wrong, I'll turn you to stone."
Oh, bollocks.
He starts to chuckle again, obviously pleased with your arrival.
Now, I'd love to try and swing first, motherfucker, or run for the door, but you know he just turned me a stone straight away, so let's just wait for his question. There's a way you have to do these things.
The old man points at one of the statues, and you recognize it immediately. It is the knight who started the trial of champions. The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying, "This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?"
100 pounds plus half his
What will
weight.
you answer?
It's 150. It's 150 pounds.
Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says quietly, "Wrong."
What?
And before you can do anything else, he mumbles a few strange words into the air. You feel your muscles harden and your skin go taut. You start to panic, but there is nothing you can do to stop the petrification of your body. Your adventure ends here.
But it's 100 pounds plus half his weight. 100 pounds plus half his weight. 100 pounds plus half his weight. The man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. Surely that's 150. I mean, we're just going to go for all the answers anyway, so does it really matter? No. But I'm now curious to see what the actual answer is and what the justification is. I'm an idiot. I'm actually stupid. He said how much the man weighs 100 pounds and stuff half his weight. How much does he weigh? He weighs 100 pounds.
The old man points at one of the statues.
Let's just
You recognize
see what he
it
says.
immediately. It is the knight who started the trial of champions. The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying, "This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?" What will you answer?
He weighs 100 pounds.
Still smiling,
Are you
the
about
old man
to...
looks at you and says quietly, "Wrong."
Fuck,
And
goddamn!
before you can do anything else, he mumbles a few strange
For
words
fuck's
into
sake.
the ear.
Are you telling me the guy weighed 100 pounds and also was wearing 100 pounds worth of gear? And was carrying his whole body... Actually, yeah, people in the military do that. Pretty sure. That's not...
Still
too-
smiling,
Fucking... If this is wrong, then I'm going to try attacking him. 200 pounds? Is it 200 pounds?
still smiling. The old man looks at you and says, "Well done, stranger. You have answered correctly.
Did I?
I wish you good fortune during the rest of the trial of champions. And to this end, I shall increase your powers."
Oh,
He then mutters a few more unintelligible words, and you feel a powerful surge soar through your body, increasing your skill, stamina, and luck by 1.
amazing.
You bid the old man farewell and leave his room to continue north along the passage.
Oh, God, it
Only
can't
a
go
few
above what it
meters
was,
further down the
bollocks.
passage, you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into its center panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently, but can hear nothing.
I bet it's poisonous gas. Let's go in. I'm excited.
The door
I love poisonous gas.
opens into a large room. Looking around, you see an alcove in the west wall. In the middle of the room, sitting in the chair, is the skeleton of an armed warrior, possibly a contestant from years gone by.
Gonna take his stuff.
The skeletal fingers of its right hand grip a crumpled parchment.
Let's go to the alcove first. Maybe.
At the back of the alcove are some steps leading down into a cellar. Cobwebs brush your face as you descend. The cellar ceiling is quite low, and the floor is strewn with debris. In the middle of the wall opposite you is an archway which leads into another crystal-lit tunnel. There are large mushrooms growing on the debris to your right.
I still get the parchment? I kind of want I want to at least see what the parchment was. Let's take the parchment. It's probably good.
Touching the parchment has precisely the effect you had feared.
This is why I didn't do
The
it.
skeleton lurches forward, and rising from its chair in a series of jerky movements, raises its sword to strike you.
Oh, cool.
Lunging sideways, you draw your sword to defend yourself.
Okay. Let's attack. Let's do this then. We're in it now, boys. Come on, good rolls, good rolls. That's not... He's
You
better
jump
than me.
back as the skeleton swings its sword, but not quickly enough, and it tears into your shoulder, sapping your stamina.
Bitch. Attack again. We're gonna get him. We will. He's got nothing. He's only got a fucking god.
You raise your sword to parry the skeleton's attack, but it knocks your sword aside and lands a painful blow.
Hit him again. Hit him again. Fuck.
The warrior's strength is surprising. You raise your shield to defend yourself, but it smashes you painfully against the wall.
Did I actually win?
Once again, you reach for the parchment,
I love the idea that means I win.
only this time lying amidst a pile of broken bones. Unfolding it, you see a map of a room with a drawing of a hideous creature inside it. Beneath the monster is a rhyme, which reads, "Should you meet the manticore, of its tail beware. Shield yourself against the spikes, flying through the air." You fold up the piece of parchment and put it in your backpack, repeating the rhyme over and over to yourself. You walk across to the alcove.
I did it.
At the back of the alcove are some steps leading down.
And we saw this. So, I mean, I can take some risks. I'm pretty sure the save would take us back to before we entered this room. But to be fair, that fight with the skeleton literally couldn't have gone worse. So if I die and have to go back, it's only going to be a benefit or the same thing. So let's eat some of the mushrooms. Why the fuck not? What have I got to lose?
You break off a large piece of the mushroom and bite into it eagerly. But immediately your stomach feels bloated, and you can even see it beginning to bulge below your belt.
Oh.
Your whole body starts to expand, bursting out of your clothes with a loud ripping sound.
Oh.
You grow bigger and bigger, and soon your face is pressed against the ceiling.
Oh.
The mushrooms you have eaten are much sought after by wizards for their growth potions. But to you, they spell doom. You are too large ever to leave the cellar, and your adventure ends here.
Do they not wear off with time? Maybe they'd wear off. Okay, well, I'll see you guys back
You
then.
break up.
I did. Oh,
You
that was
jump back
Harry.
as the skeleton swings its sword.
Oh, no, he
but not
won.
quickly
Fuck.
enough.
Wow! Oh, fuck off with these numbers. My rolls are
The
garbage.
warrior's strength.
Okay, so that went exactly the
Once
same
again-
way as it did last time. No one is
At
surprised.
the back of the alcove.
Let's move on. Step through the archway.
The tunnel continues west for several hundred meters, finally ending at some steps leading up to a closed trap door. You climb the steps slowly, hearing muffled voices above you. In the dim light, you can see that the trap door is not locked.
I'm gonna knock on the trapdoor. That seems like the polite thing to do. Yes.
You hear footsteps and suddenly the trapdoor is thrown back. For a few seconds you are completely blinded by the bright light from the room above and do not see the goblin thrusting his spear downwards or hear his sadistic laughter as the point pierces your neck.
Ah!
Your adventure ends here.
I was being polite. I was being a good neighbor. Fuck you. God. Fine, I'm just gonna burst through like a fucking Hell, fuck you, goblins. I hate
You
goblins.
throw the trapdoor open and run up the steps into a bright, lantern-lit room. 2 goblins are sharpening their short swords on a stone set in the middle of the floor.
Great, 2 of them.
You catch them momentarily off guard, but they quickly recover and both rush forward to attack you.
I go on. Please let their
Point
skill
of
be
note
low.
here, adventurer. Because of the shape of the room, both goblins will have a separate attack on you in each attack round.
Oh.
However, here your attack will only be effective on one of the goblins.
Oh.
Against the other, you must still use your attack strength in the normal way. But even if your attack would have been effective, you will not wound it. It will
I
just
see.
count this as though you have defended yourself.
That makes
However,
sense.
If its attack strength is greater, it will have wounded you in the normal way.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat some fucking provisions first, because if I take 2 hits, I'll
You
die.
quickly-
That'll keep me alive. Okay. I am actually more skilled than them, shockingly, so let's see how this goes. Go on. That's a good hit, I think.
You thrust your sword, and
Yes.
you clearly damage the creature.
I'm gonna attack the second one. I don't know if this counts, though. Oh, wow.
Readying yourself for another attack, you fail to see the rock flying towards you. Your stamina is reduced as it lands hard in your stomach.
Ouch. This should be too bad. As long as we win 3 attack rounds, or survive 3 attack rounds on each one, we'll be okay, right? That's how it works? Pretty sure.
Your enemy is strong, but slow, and screams in pain as your sword sinks into his leg.
What do you mean slow? He's a goblin. Aren't goblins fast and sneaky? Isn't that their thing? Pretty sure. Go on, fuck him up. Oh god, that second one rolls like a
Try to
champ.
run around the side of the creature, but it grabs your arm, throwing you hard into the wall.
The second one's an absolute unit. I mean, eat more provisions. I need to make sure I stay alive.
You quickly eat some provisions, increasing your stamina by 4 points.
I'm just stuffing my face with Cheetos while we fight. This is how I do in real life. This is Skyrim tactics. Oh god. Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
You hurl yourself at your enemy, fists flailing,
Why
and
fists?
land a stunning blow.
Why would I punch him? Well, he's dead now, so I think that counts. I've won 3 rounds against him. Oh god.
You manage to get around the back of your enemy, but it quickly kicks backward, catching you agonizingly in the stomach.
That second goblin is... he rolls so good. How is he so skilled? Oh, come on, he can't beat... No way he was going to beat that.
You
Not a
thrust your
chance.
sword, and you clearly damage the creature.
Good. Finish him. Yeah, he'll die this round one way or another. He'd have to score some kind of mega crit to kill me now. But I've suffered a lot of damage.
Your enemy is strong, but slow, and screams in pain as your sword sinks into his leg. Triumphant in one of your toughest battles to date, you see that the only furniture in the goblin's room is a table, 2 chairs, and a cupboard on the wall. There are 2 closed doors, one in the west wall and the other in the north wall.
I want to open the cupboard. I need snacks. I ate so many snacks. I need more.
The cupboard contains a wooden mallet
Oh, I can't eat that.
10 iron spikes, which you put in your backpack while wondering which door to open.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's have a look at the map. I mean, it's best to explore as much as we physically can, so north would imply progress. Let's go west. I want to go west. West is good. West is like all I enjoy.
The door opens into another tunnel. Walking west, you soon arrive at another door in the north wall.
Map again? Continue west. Fuck it. What have I got to lose?
The tunnel takes a sharp turn. You find yourself in a sort of gallery, lined with mirrors for some 20 meters. A human skeleton appears to be pulled halfway through the mirror along the right-hand wall.
Oh.
Suddenly, a grotesque being with 4 arms and 4 screaming faces emerges from the mirror, barring your way ahead It walks slowly towards you,
Oh.
each arm outstretched to grab you.
Oh.
It is a mirror demon from another dimensional plane,
Well, that's a cool
come
concept.
to take your spirit.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm gonna smash the mirrors. Fuck you.
You swing your sword against the mirror with all your might, but to no effect.
Oh.
The mirror does not break, and the mirror demon keeps advancing.
Okay, well, I can't use my ring anymore, so I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna fight it.
The mirror demon, being solely intent on grabbing your arm, makes no attempt to defend itself.
Oh.
But
That's not good, though.
beware. The mirror demon is a phenomenally powerful creature. If during any attack round the mirror demon's attack strength is greater than your own, it will win.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, fuck it, go for it. What do I have to lose except my soul? I won.
You swing at the demon. Your sword connects, but it continues towards you.
I think I should have made a wish. Attack the demon. Back, demon! Oh, fuck.
The mirror demon grabs you
Oh,
by the
cock.
wrist. Immediately it starts to pull you towards the mirror. Its strength is incredible, and despite all your efforts, you cannot prevent it from pulling you relentlessly towards the mirror.
Oh.
When it touches the mirror, it seems to disappear straight through it. With horror, you see your own arm disappear, followed by the rest of your body. You are now in a mirror world of another dimension, from which you can never return.
That was more dramatic than I was expecting. But appropriate, I suppose. Okay, I guess we should use our wish then. But is that a waste of the wish?
The tunnel continues.
No way. No, we're not back here, sure. Oh, fuck. This is a fucking mirror demon. I'm gonna make a wish. I'm gonna make a straight up wish.
You rub your magic ring and wish for the mirror demon to be transported back to its own world, never to return. Still advancing towards you, it starts to shimmer and fade away,
Bitch.
vanishing completely just before it reaches you.
Bitch.
Your quest continues north.
Wait, I got nothing for that.
In front of you are 2 flights of stone steps.
I don't like the fact that I got nothing for that. I don't like how I got nothing for that. But if I load my save, I'm gonna have to fight the goblins again. Maybe I had to go this way. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know. I'm gonna try a north door this time. Let's see what north door do.
The door opens into another tunnel,
Oh, great.
which rises gently into the distance. After walking uphill for a while, the tunnel levels out, and you soon arrive at a door in the right-hand wall, to which a withered hand is nailed.
Oh, good. Okay, fucking, let's have a look at the map. Oh, God, there's so many ways to progress. You could never see everything on your first playthrough, which is both great and infuriating, because I would want to complete the map, but I can't. Open the door, fuck it.
You enter a room in which a man in tattered clothing is standing chained to the wall by his left arm.
Why?
And you see that his right hand is missing, and realize that this must be the one nailed to the door.
Why?
Pleading for mercy, he cowers back from you as far as his chains will allow.
I'll just cut you free, bruv. It's all good. Don't worry about it. This will probably end
You
well.
step up to the frightened man and cleave the chain with your sword. He drops to his knees and bows, thanking you over and over again. He tells you that 4 years ago, he entered the Trial of Champions but failed. He fell down a pit and had to be rescued by a trial master, one of Baron Sukumvit's dungeon administrators.
Huh.
He was offered a choice between death or servitude in Deathtrap Dungeon as the trial master's minion.
Minion?
Choosing the latter, he worked like a slave until he could stand it no longer and tried to escape. Alas, he was unsuccessful and was captured by the trial master's wandering orc guards. To teach him a lesson, they cut off his hand and condemned him to a year's imprisonment in this cell. You ask him whether he has any information that might be of use to you. He scratches his head. Well, I haven't exactly done very well in here myself, but
yeah, no kidding.
I do know that you need to collect gems and precious stones if you hope to get out. I don't know why, but there it is.
I have one.
Without another word, the ragged prisoner dashes out of the room, turning left into the tunnel. You decide to keep heading north and turn right. There is an open pipe in the right-hand wall, about 1 meter in diameter. It is too dark to see far down it. You shout into it and hear your voice echoing down the iron pipe until eventually the sound fades away.
Hang on. Okay, so it does save here. That's good. Let's crawl down the pipe. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? It seems like a good idea to me.
Is wet and slimy.
Of course.
But you crawl on into the dank darkness, slithering and sliding as you go. Suddenly your hand touches something hard and square, which feels as if it is made of wood. It rattles as you shake it, and you decide you must be holding a box.
I'm going to crawl back out and look at it.
Removing the box lid by the light of the tunnel, you find an iron key and a large gem.
That's what I wanted and needed. This is the thing.
Placing the items carefully in your backpack, you gain 1 luck point.
Yeah,
and
which
set
does
off
nothing.
North once again. There is a new branch in the tunnel
Oh
on
god,
your
there's
left.
so many.
And ahead you see 2 bodies lying on the floor. You stop and peer down the new tunnel, but seeing no doors or creatures, you decide against walking down it. With your sword drawn, you walk over to the bodies of the 2 orc guards. At least one of your rivals in the trial of champions must still be ahead of you. A quick search of the bodies produces nothing, apart from a necklace of teeth around the neck of one of the orcs.
Alright, well, I'm going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen, as I've been doing this for a little while. Thank you so much for watching. I've genuinely enjoyed this. I appreciate it might not be the most... I don't know what the term would be. It's perhaps not the most entertaining thing I've ever done. I'm not really providing much commentary here. I'm not really presenting the show as much as I would be in any other video. But there is also a sense of entertainment purely from the game itself and the narration, and I enjoy that very much. It's why I am still doing this, even though I don't think this is a brilliant idea for a Let's Play, but I wanted to do it, and I am enjoying it, and I hope you are enjoying it too. Let me know what you think. But anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever happens next time, and I'm gonna wear that fucking necklace. Hope to see you there. Toodles. Goodbye.